trails. So today we are doing this 10k loop on here, 10.6 k's. Gives us everything that we need. 144 vert, circular loop, so it's going to keep us engaged rather than doing an out and back, which we've been doing for ages. Should be pretty cruisy. Looking forward to seeing some new trails. One tip for easy trail runs, I think a lot of people just go out and just do an easy trail run without really incorporating skills into that. This trail that we've just done has all been single track, the whole loop, which has been really nice. So one thing that we focus on for those easy runs where you're not worried about pace or anything is to like really work on your foot placement for all the technical sort of stuff. Especially the descents. Uphill is technical, you know, you're either going slow or you're power hiking, but the downhills, it's really important to like plan out where you're going to place your foot. Might seem silly at first, but like in the long runs and ultras and races that you're doing, that sort of just comes like a memory in your brain, and so you're not actually thinking about your foot placement during a race. That sort of just comes naturally, and then yeah, you end up flying through the trails really easily. But that's 10k done, easy peasy. Save it, send it to the coach, easy work. Aaron. Oh yes. One's yours, one's mine. So when it comes to increasing load throughout a training block, it's important to note that although my miles per week are increasing, the amount of time spent at aerobic pace, meaning easy runs, doesn't change. So my weekly kilometers might go from 70 k's a week at the start, and then halfway through my training block jump up to 110. My easy k's percentage is normally going to stay around that 80% mark. And by doing that, I'm going to ensure that when it comes to these hard speed sessions that I'll do twice a week, I'm able to give them 100%, and I'm still able to rock up the next day and perform the easy run. Sound of a 5-second countdown is every runner's nightmare. Beep, 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 beating. It's just like that. So today we've got strides, easy 1k warm-up, 4k's at about 440, so just picking up the pace a touch, and then we've got 5 sets of 20 seconds strides. Now strides I do at like 90% effort, so it's almost a sprint but you're just holding back a bit, and strides are really good. They give you like a really good chance to boost your running economy and really work on your form and how much power you can put out. Let's get into it. Get out.
I probably won't recognise her.
What's going on? We drove past here yesterday and we saw you parked and we were like, no way, it's still there.
No, the kids love it here.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, I've been here every day.
Yeah. Welcome to the long run, semi-long run. Only 17 Ks on the cards today, but we're treating it as if it was 30. Going out conservative. I don't know this trail, so I'll be making this one up as I go, but it should be good fun. Fuel today, 2 pure gels. I reckon they're 90 calories each one, and then just 500 ml of water. Should keep me going for about an hour and a half, and then I'll be, of course, demolishing an orange at the end of the run, so stay tuned for that one. That is Friday's first session done. This is what I like to call triple day. Double day where you run twice, triple day is where you run twice and do strength once. Now the reason for that is actually a long story. So a year and a half ago I had like this niggle that was in my hip and then would like play up with my knee, which was essentially patellar tendonitis, but it was being caused by having a really tight back, and then it was pulling on my hip flexor. And because I didn't acknowledge that that was a niggle that could potentially turn into a long-term injury, I kept training on it, thinking that it'd be fine, and like, oh, I'm not actually injured, so I didn't actually accept the fact that I was injured. And therefore I spent like 6 to 8 months out of running, which was pretty shit. But now it's started to play up again, so I think a big thing that's important for all athletes, no matter whether you're running track, road, trail, ultras, marathons, whatever it is, any kind of sport really, if you get a niggle, accept the fact that you've got one, even if you know what it is. Like, I know what I've got and I know that I'm not going to do an injury by training on it, but accept that. And so now I've dropped my load back each week, so I'm not putting as much stress on it. So my long runs aren't out doing 30K sessions or anything, but I'm still able to kind of simulate that by doing 2 runs in a day, like a bit of speed in the morning, which is what we've just done then, like a few strides, getting those in, getting the pace up. And then we're going to do some weights to not only strengthen the quads and the glutes and the hamstrings to protect that knee, but also to simulate trail running. Because at the moment I can't bomb it down any hills or climb anything steep because it plays up a bit. But we can train strength to accommodate for not being able to run serious trails. And then the Savo, we're going to do an easy 5K because we can. Week 2, day 2, single leg squats, barbell lunges, 3x10, single leg deadlifts, 3x10, and then single leg calf raise, 3x10. And hip thrust, 3x10. Easy, easy. It is that time of the day where we're doing our second run. We've got 5Ks easy, but I was just scrolling through what playlists I want to listen to, and I'm thinking the Trail Runners Experience, Daniel Ferrugia, I've listened to a lot of these, but I'm trying to see which one. I haven't listened to any of Toby, who is one of Daniel's athletes who ran MDS and UTMB last year. Malcolm Law, here we go. The ultra running legend Malcolm Law joins the podcast to talk about all things trail and ultra running. And that one is going to be about the Wild, which was a race that Maddie and I were entered into, and Daniel, and they took our money because Fusion Events is shit. Sonia Jansen, she's a really good runner from Adelaide. Ben Hocking. Rosby. Kim Williams. Wow. With over 60 ultras and 35 marathons under his belt, Kim Williams knows a thing or two about running long distance. That is a fact. Kim is an absolute beast. Bo Miles. I'm going to go Isabel Ross. I do like Isabel Ross. I think she is an amazing coach. We're doing that one. It goes for an hour and 30. I was supposed to do 5K, but I'm going to do half an hour. So I'll do 15 minutes out, 15 minutes back, just so I can listen to Isabel for half an hour. But there you go. Didn't film that 5K just because I was zoning out the whole time. But that is a full week of my training done in the lead up. So this will be episode 1 as Blackall 50k training. And I'm going to give more of an insight onto what the steps are next. But for next week, we're just dropping down, having a rest week to give the knee a little bit more of a break and work on some more strength for that. And then the week after, boom, bumping the load back up, really getting some decent training in. We're about 9 weeks out from Blackall now, so I've still got 2 months to get some really good training in. Yeah, follow along for the next one.